Hi everybody, it's Coach Mary. Unfortunately, we can't all be together because of COVID, so I'm going to do my best to give you our information via this video. If you have any questions or if I didn't answer all of your thoughts or questions, please email me or call me and I'll be happy to talk to you. I know many of you have asked what grade level, who's coaching. We haven't completely figured that out yet, but I will say that all of my coaches have a lot of experience. They're either playing in college, have played in college, or playing professionally, and so they know the game. They've also come through the one-on-one program, so they understand my philosophy and what I expect of them. They are still learning at the 5th through 7th grade level. I have to bring in new coaches so that they can learn and the generations can keep moving forward. Please do your best to just let us coach. I know many of you are coaching your daughters out there, but let the coaches coach them, even if there are things that maybe you don't quite agree with. The only thing you need to say to your daughters ever is, I love watching you play. And let your daughters open up the conversation for more things that you want to talk about for their game. My coaches are following my lead. They're instructed as what I expect out of a practice, what I expect out of their game, how to play players, how much playing time to give. That's all generated from me, and they're following my lead on that. So if you ever have questions or concerns, feel free to talk to them, but also feel free to talk to me. Our philosophy in one-on-one Milwaukee is very different than other clubs. We don't believe in running all kinds of plays and putting kids in positions at a young age. As they get older, they'll figure out what position they are and they'll fall into it within our system. For these little guys, we give them a few little sets. We run an open, free play style of offense that just allows everybody to do everything. And sometimes it's very, very hard to watch. Because it doesn't always look good, but at the end of the day, and I still get calls from college coaches thanking me for doing it this way, our kids end up developed skill-wise better than others. You can pick one-on-one kids out of a crowd anywhere. As a team, does it always look perfect? No, because there's a lot of kids just trying to do things out there. Things that we work on in practice, we encourage them to do them in games. We play to win. We're competitors. We don't just go out there and lay down and lose, but when we play to win, we play everybody and we play with a different perspective. Our coaches are watching and looking for the kids to be trying new skills, doing new things on the court that they maybe never tried before. And yeah, does it sometimes cost a game? It does, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that we're developing individual players at this level. We play man-to-man defense. We may throw a zone out here or there, but more than likely not. We play different kinds of man-to-man because as they grow up, college coaches want to see man-to-man, and it is the cornerstone for every defense. If kids know how to play man-to-man, they can play any zone that you throw up to them. We basically have 9 weeks. That's it with these guys. It's not a long season, and I prefer to spend that time, again, on skills. We work on shooting form. We work on ball handling. We work on concepts versus 25 inbound plays. We don't have time for that. We have 1 inbound play. And you may say, why don't you run more? Because it's wasting practice time. We can teach the kids that play in 5 minutes, then the rest of the time is spent on skills, which to me is the most important thing at this age. Our goal is to give these kids positive coaching and building their confidence. Little girls, confidence is a huge thing, and we need to build that up for these guys. It looks different out there, but it's the way we teach and what I believe in. So that's what you're going to see from your daughters out there playing for one-on-one this summer. Playing time is always something that parents want to talk about. For 5th through 7th grade, and actually even my older kids, it's not equal, but it's more than fair. I always tell people the first book I'm going to write is Put Me in Coach, I've Already Paid. This is not high school, this is not other things, this is AAU, and you're paying a lot of money. You're investing money in your daughter to be in our club, and it's our job to make sure every kid gets treated equally in terms of what they are given. Now, if they're not showing up for practices or they're screwing around in practices, we definitely will let you know if that's happening. But if the kids are showing up and they're working hard in practice, they're going to see the floor. It's my philosophy that kids need to learn how to be starters. All these girls are the better players from their teams. That's how they made these teams. So they need to know how to come off the bench, not be a starter all their life, and then they get to a higher level and they're not. They need to learn how to be a teammate, how to be on the floor when the game's on the line, how to be on the bench when the game's on the line. There's a lot of different things that we think about and work with in our club, And we're different than other clubs. You're going to see clubs out there playing the same kids, playing to win, going to take you down, and that's great. But what did all of the players on their team learn? Not a whole lot. So you will see all of your kids playing fair, not equal, but definitely fair. We play to win because we're competitors, but we do play everybody. We generally tell the little kids that when you get down to that 4 minutes left in the game, if the game is on the line, we're going to probably play the 5 best players. So there's something that they can work for, is to get those minutes. As schedules go, everything will be up online. We'll be sending you a link. It'll take you to ordering uniforms, seeing the schedule, and registering. Everything will be done electronically. It will not have an option for payment. We don't want to do that through our sports engine. You will get another information sheet on how to get payment to us and your final payment and when it is due. That all will be coming online with a link that you'll be getting. Our mission for one-on-one is to give the girls a chance at this age to play with kids that are as good or better than themselves. That's how they're going to get better. That doesn't mean we have to do more. I'm a teacher. I don't keep higher level readers and make them come to school on the weekends or all summer long. They do the same amount of time as the kids who are struggling to read. We just advance them with what we give them. And the same is true in sports. We're going to push these kids to different levels. We're going to teach them skills that they haven't learned yet, but we're not going to overdo it with them. As far as I'm concerned, at this age, we have to keep these kids happy. We got to keep them engaged, and we have to keep them wanting more. At the end of July, I want those kids to be sad that the season's over, not glad. I don't want them walking out of practice happy that it's over. I want them to say, gosh, I wish our practice was longer. Balance your child. Let them play other sports. Let them go do other things. And know when to say no, when enough's enough. You know when your child is tired and it's been too much. So keep the balance between summer basketball and other sports and things that you're doing. The best advice I can give you is read my parent guide to AAU. It's on our website and it will help you navigate this crazy world of youth sports. For our high school kids is to get them recruited. And in order to get them recruited, they have to be on the floor. So you may be watching a game and think that certain kids should be out there to win this game, but that's not how it works with us. If we have your daughter on this team, it's because she's good enough to play at this level. You're going to see us going 5 in, 5 out, maybe 2 in, 2 out. It's different every game, every tournament, but the bottom line is our job is to get your daughters out there in front of college coaches to get the recruiting process started. So please trust the process. Know that we know what we're doing. This is different than high school. We're playing to win. But the win is that every kid gets interest from a college coach. And that starts, believe it or not, at the 8th grade level. Coaches start to flag kids and look at them. And then once they get to 9th, 10th, and 11th, the true recruiting actually starts. So it's important that your daughters understand this. We'll be sending out information on putting up their websites for themselves and film and all the things necessary for their part. But in terms of recruiting, it's going to take everybody. It takes a coach. It'll take me, the program director. It's going to take your daughters and yourself. And there's a lot of work involved, but if you do it right, we will find your daughter a place to play, and hopefully that will come with a lot of scholarship dollars. So stay tuned for more information on that. Lastly, I just want to say to all of you parents, please just enjoy the experience. Nothing that's going to happen is going to make or break your daughter. They're going to end up where they're going to end up. You just need to sit back, tell them you love watching them play, and enjoy the experience. If you have questions or concerns, definitely email or call me. But it's going to be a great summer, and we can't wait to meet your daughters.